Hello wonderful person, this is Anton, and today we're taking a look at Starsector, a very cool indie space game that has been in development for at least 5 years now, and is actually at a point where it's super fun. Anyway, let's check out this game, and welcome to What the Math. Now this game is actually not new. It used to be known as a Starfarer, and I wanted to review this game maybe a few years ago, and then I realized that it just wasn't really fun back then, and it just seemed to be incomplete. It had a lot of bugs, and I figured it's probably going to be one of those constant early access games. But turns out I was actually kind of wrong. As a matter of fact, the people developing this game have been really busy trying to make it better, and as you can see, they've created something that looks absolutely awesome. Now, the game is in 2 dimensions, but it has really beautiful sprites, really beautiful special effects, lots of background stuff going on, and most importantly, it's actually a combination of several genres that I honestly really like. First of all, you can totally control your ship manually. So this is a strategy game where you can totally just take your ship and control it and shoot things down as you wish. And basically, you strategically try to destroy various spacecraft with your fleet. Now, in this particular situation, I'm actually playing just one of the randomly available missions to us. I'm gonna try to see if I can destroy this ship by myself by using everything that I have. And there we go. We were able to kind of eliminate it with our beautiful, I believe it's a battleship, possibly. I'm not sure. I can also just go into the map and order all of my fleet to basically attack something. So let's actually maybe go ahead and try to attack these guys. We're gonna automatically approach them and start eliminating all of their craft. Now, what exactly is Starsector? Well, first of all, as you can see, it is a very active space shooter with strategy elements, but also RPG elements as well. On top of that, it's also a very large exploration / trading game, very similar to games like, for example, X series, or even games like Elite Dangerous, although of course it's not in 3D and it's not first person. But it is just as complex and just as large, and I'll show you how big the world is here when I start a new game. I believe this mission is actually almost over. I just have to go and finish up a few more ships by attacking the sectors that are remaining. And basically, the way that this game progresses is that you build up your own fleet and you try to make it bigger and stronger, and you complete various missions with your fleet and join factions and destroy enemies. Now, when you start the game, you obviously start with almost nothing. You're a tiny fish in a large ocean, you have almost no money, and you have a tiny ship. And so we're going to randomly generate this sector. It's going to be a mixed sector that's going to be full of all kinds of random stuff. And every time you start a new game, it's always going to be different. Now, in the beginning, you basically get to answer a few questions and create your character. I'm just going to kind of skip through this, and we're going to skip the tutorial, but you really should do the tutorial when you just start the game because it does teach you quite a lot. Now, this is an RPG game, so you do have a character with a variety of skills, and these skills will definitely help you as you progress through the game. I'm going to just choose a few skills that will help me in the beginning, and we're going to wait for the sector to be generated and then start our game. And here we are, tiny fish in a very large ocean with lots of various fleets already moving around. So you basically move your ship by left-clicking on things, and you can dock at various planets, various stations by basically bumping into them. And here you can, trade, you can essentially buy equipment, you can buy personnel, buy weapons. This we've seen in other previous games, but it's actually done pretty well. It's very easy to navigate, and there's things like black market here, for example, and quite a lot of variety in both ships and equipment. And you can obviously buy and sell new ships here as well, to try to construct a fleet. Now, most of the game will be essentially quests, and so you can go into the listings here and just pick a quest that will help you get some money going, because this is essentially what this game is going to be about: collecting money and using that money to try to become bigger and stronger. So we're gonna pick just a random mission here. And so here's, for example, a very typical mission you'll be doing in the beginning. It's a procurement mission where you'll be collecting something and you have to deliver it somewhere else as fast as possible. And in this case, it's actually 20 units of fuel. So we might as well accept this mission and start our first quest. You can obviously accept more than one, but I'm going to just start with one just to show you how all of this works. But before we go on, let's actually go into the dockyard and just take a look at our ship. So this is the tiny ship we have right now, and this is where you can basically change things around. You can add weapons, you can add armor, you can change what everything does, and you can even assign weapon groups. So there's quite a lot of customization, and you can also do the same for your co-pilot that has who basically is going to be following you around, and that has their own ship with their own different weapons. Now let's actually quit this planet for a second and go for a little of a tour of the system. So here, if you basically just zoom out a little bit, you'll see that there's quite a lot of places to explore, quite a lot of places to visit, and a lot of these places are mysterious, randomly generated, and very, very beautiful. So here's actually some gas giant that we can approach, and there seems to be some kind of a extraction depot and an unidentified fleet that is trying to attack us. So we might as well... Oh, no, we should have ran away, but these are pirates. We're going to be attacked by pirates, and we're going to try to see if we can disengage them, because they're going to destroy us completely. Okay, so maybe, just maybe, yeah, I have no choice but to try to fight them. Chances of us surviving are going to be pretty slim. Alright, so we're going to try to maybe order this ship here, and we're going to try to basically escort or use it as an escort for our main ship and try to destroy the pirate that is about to attack us. There's actually quite a few of them here, and this will probably be a very difficult battle that I might not win, but we'll try our best, and then we'll try to escape if we can. So let's actually see how this goes. I believe he's actually right here. There he is. So I'm gonna try to get close to him and eliminate him as fast as we can. Still not close enough. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to defeat him. And just like that, there's another pirate that's attacking us. The chance of our survival is suddenly very, very slim. Even my poor little co-pilot is about to get destroyed because I think there's just way too many pirates here and I shouldn't have come to the system. What I was trying to show you is how beautiful and large the game actually is, and I ended up basically killing myself just as I started the game. Alright, let's start this again. Now the good thing about this game is that even if you die, unless you play in iron mode, you'll eventually come back with pretty much, you know, similar sort of fleet, and you'll end up starting the game from some random location nearby. So in this case, it's actually not too bad. So dying in this game doesn't give you, or doesn't have much penalty. Now, the cool thing though is how big this game actually is. So let me show you how big things are in this game. So we are right here. We can zoom out pretty much to this far. There is the central star, and there is the map of this particular Samara star system that shows you all of the bases. It shows you some of the jump points, and it shows you some of the main areas to visit and to explore. Now, this is not it though. Basically, the way that this game is currently structured, every single jump point will take you to a completely new system, just like in so many other games. But the size of the actual galaxy here is pretty large. So this is just one system, and here's the sector map. So we are right here. There are the other sectors, and you can pretty much visit each and every one of them. And so you can kind of see how big and how tremendously complex this game actually is, and how many hours you'll probably be putting into it if you actually get into it and try to finish it. Now the story here is still very rudimentary. There's actually, I would say, almost no story, at least so far. This is version 0.81. Oh, I'm running low on supplies. I need to go and refill my supplies, or everyone will start dying. And for the most part, it's really all about trying to create bigger, better ships and fleets and try to battle various factions and join other factions and essentially win wars. Now, overall, so far, this game is actually super fun. I can kind of see how by the time it gets to version 1.0, it's probably going to be ridiculously fun. It's probably going to be one of the mostly highly recommended games that I will have played. But for now, it's only for those people that enjoy this kind of a self-guided experience and really like space games in general. The music here is awesome, the action is awesome, the actual progression is pretty good, and the game is challenging, so it has all of the requirements for an amazing, amazing game. There's lots of things you can do, there's lots of things you can create, lots of different fleet combinations, there's RPG elements, and there's of course a very tremendously large map to explore that's always different every time you start a new game. So all in all, Starsector is actually pretty amazing, and I think I would definitely recommend this game to anyone that loves space games and wants to try something new to play. The game isn't really expensive, and it's probably still going to be cheap until the actual final release, so do give it a try, and the link for this game is in the description below. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Come back tomorrow to learn something else and to possibly learn about new video game that you may have not known about before, and subscribe if you still haven't. I'll see you in the next video. Space out, and as always, bye bye.